Okay, guys, what's up? Welcome to our fourth video. I don't know if this is our fourth video. I think it is. I don't know. But today we're going to be talking about everything you need to do to run a successful clothing brand. I feel like there's like millions of these videos on YouTube, but they always talk about like ridiculous shit that does not matter and things that you don't need and things that are not going to help you out. And they're literally just like oblivious things or things you already know. Like they'll be like, make sure your content is this. I already know that. I'm going to be talking about the back end shit that you need to know. The stuff that actually is going to make your brand either gain some engagement, it may make your brand grow more followers. Very simple steps to get you to where you need to be. Also, I'm just going to put you guys on really quick. These pressed juiceries, citrus twos, just get it. And then when you get it, let me know. Target audience. I know I probably talk about target audience a little too much, and y'all are probably like, why do you keep talking about it? Because I'm telling you, every brand in the fucking world, if they didn't know their target audience, it wouldn't be a fucking Starbucks or a Coca-Cola. And you're probably like, Coca-Cola's everybody, Starbucks is everybody. It's really not everybody. This right here, this Laneige, it's like a lip mask. This is absolutely catered to like 20-year-old girls who go to Sephora and just spend money for no absolutely no reason. Absolutely catered to me. I'm just telling you. Like it's like simple. Obviously that's not their whole target audience pack, but it's a part of it. So if you know it's a part of it, on your day-to-day basis, just start looking at shit you use. Look at it, realize why am I a part of their target audience? It will help your brand. I'm just letting you know. Okay. My whole thing with target audience is this is an example that you could look at right now. This is a brand called Mad Happy. This on the other side, you can see like a little mood bar I made. I feel like this would be their audience. Obviously, this is probably not their technical, really to the nitty gritty audience, but this is like in picture form who they want to wear their shit. I'm pretty sure, right? We can kind of see it looks similar. So I could find a target audience and really connect it more with photos. So that's how I sometimes make target audiences. I look at the photos and then I go from there. Then I'll put age, demographic, location, lifestyle from just photos. That's easier for me. Just saying. But the thing is, if you don't know who your brand is for, where they're at in the world, and what they're doing, I promise you, your brand will go nowhere because the simple fact is, if I have this item, if I have this shirt, it had to speak to me in some type of way for me to pick it up. Brands knew beforehand I was going to pick it up or I was going to buy it. And you have to put your mind in that position. Or if you have a team, you have to put the team in that position. We are always 10 steps ahead of our customers. If we're not, we're fucked. You absolutely have to be 10 steps ahead of people, of your customers at all times. Because if you're not going to connect with them, right? And then you're wondering, why did this drop not sell as good as that drop? Or why haven't I sold anything? Or why are my views low? Or why didn't I get this comment? You're not connecting. And when some people are like, what does she mean by connect? You should know what they want to see. If you don't know what they want to see, it's going to be really hard for you to sell because you should know like, oh, they probably will want that. Oh yeah, they would like that. And then with your content, you could be like, oh, Pio, like in the last video, if you haven't watched our last video, we kind of went over content and how you break it up and how you make it where your customer likes your content. You have to get like things that they like and put in your content, things that they do, put it in your content, things that you see them do maybe and put it in your content. Everybody has an Instagram, everybody has a TikTok, everybody has a Threads, everybody has everything. You know what people want to see. You have to stop being lazy and sit there and figure it out. That's the hard part about all this shit. The Our minds, that's a lot to figure out what somebody else's mind wants to watch, but you do know it because you should be your audience also. That's also another thing I want to talk about. When creating your target audience, you have to be the audience. That's the easiest fucking way to really get this done in a simple manner. if I'm my target audience, I know where they're at, I know what they're doing, I know how they're doing it, and I know what they want. As you keep going and growing and stuff in your, not me tilting the hat to the side, as you keep growing and growing and stuff with your brand, as you keep growing, you could branch out. But for right now, if you're small or if you're big and you're just starting to get this shit in your head, start with your own personal self and push it out. People who have brands usually are cool people. If you're not cool, I don't know. I don't know. But people who usually have brands are like really cool people. They dress well, they like things that are cool, or they're watching shit that's cool, they go to cool places. Usually, that's my main, I don't know, usually. But if you are that cool brand owner, what do you like? If whatever you like, your ideal customer would like it. I promise. So that is a super easy way to really get your target audience to fuck with you. Absolutely. To actually grasp your content and grasp your clothes and shit. So how would this help your brand? Okay, so if you get the target audience, I suggest three. All three of them should be slightly different in some way. Some aspects of your brand, break it down into three. Because people usually have brands, their brands are very big, right? And sometimes brand owners want everybody in their clothes. Okay, break that down into three, right? So, how would this help your brand? It's not only going to help you with getting customers. The main thing, which every brand owner is always in my DMs talking about, I don't have any content to make. You don't have any content to make because you don't know who you're talking to. Well, you're getting on a phone with somebody and you know, oh, that's my friend, Rocco. You know Rocco's life. You know what Rocco likes. You know what he likes to talk about. So you're kind of going to get on the phone and speak about those things, or something that's similar that you found out this week on Instagram that he likes, or something that you saw, a movie you watched that he likes, and talk about it with them, or a food that you think he would like, or something like that. That's literally what getting a target audience is, and that's great for your brand because you're getting that community. The second thing, it's extra fucking content. You're going to have so much content getting on the phone with your customers, right? So you have to understand like all your content troubles, because a lot of brands are like, oh my gosh, I can't think of nothing. I don't know. No content ideas. Like you have, I promise, all your content troubles and all that, like it literally will be erased because you know who you're talking to. Guys, I use this for me too. When I started Dai Media, I understood who my target audience was. That's why y'all are watching this video right now. Branding. Branding is so fucking important. Branding is so important because it not only does it keep a brand's longevity, because brands that you know and love, like all the brands we like, they've been doing this shit for a while, and you can see that their brand has a consistent flow within all their drops. Supreme is also a great example for this. Hailstar is a great example, and they haven't been doing this shit for a long time. P.S. Hailstar made 2 million plus in an hour, I believe, or two. That's crazy, and their brand has only been up for like 3 years, I think. So that's little inspiration. That's fucking nuts. 2 million in like an hour or two, and your brand just started. Fucking wild. Also, every brand copies them now. Like I said, consistent branding is going to rule the fucking world. If your brand has consistency within its graphics, within its content, within literally everything, even your captions, brands, people like to see consistency. People like to see a flow, right? People like to see things go bop, 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 bop. And when they always see it, it looks somewhat similar or has pinpoints to, oh, that's that. Why do you think we like Apple? Because it's consistent and we love the flow it goes. Obviously, they're putting out new shit, but their key branding is that it's going to be innovative. It's going to be, you're going to want it, and it's going to be exciting to use when you get it. All those things that Apple has just fucking did well. When every time you pick up a product, it can be a fucking a piece, this something is small and you want it because you already know the branding that comes when you pick up an Apple product. Consistency in branding creates repeat customers. If your brand is consistent with quality maybe or marketing or something like that, and a customer only bought something one time, they're going to buy it again because you already gave them that branding experience when they opened the package up, and even beforehand when they saw it on TikTok, they saw it on Instagram, or maybe saw it in the store. I don't know your life, but if they even see that and they have a feeling when they pick it up, and they could still see that on your Instagram and TikTok, that feeling, it's going to be a repeat customer every time. They're going to fall in love with your brand because they know that you're consistent with them. You're consistent with them telling your brand story. They feel the story each time you drop. Because a lot of these brands that we love, even the small ones that are like on TikTok and Instagram, the one thing that they have wrong is that it doesn't look like a long road for them. Like, it looks like they're only going to do that shit for 4 more years and then stop. It doesn't look like it's going to be 20, 30. I like shit like that. Like something that you keep grinding at it for years and years and it becomes huge. Maybe you could become a streetwear brand can be a house one day, like Off-White or something. Because there's a lot of like clothing brand agencies or whatever like that, and I think people draw to mine because I have like kind of like an aesthetic, this fucking letters and stuff like that. When you see my videos, you know there's like those lifestyle type of photos because I knew I wanted something like that. Like I wanted something cool like that. All the other agencies is like big purple and white and blue letters. Like that's not cool. That's fucking like ugh. That's like I don't want to watch that. I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at you. So today's video is gonna be about and the fucking letters typing at the bottom, like, and even when you buy, like, if you buy a clothing brand audit from me, if you buy an ebook from me, if you buy a one-on-one session with me, like, it's gonna, like, everything's gonna have a look something like this, or it may even look better, but it's gonna have consistency with it, and it's gonna have a vibe within it. So I'm just saying, branding's important. I did it when I had a brand. I absolutely did it when I had a brand. Why does your brand look different each drop? Please, 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 like it says on the side, please, please, if it does, stop and rethink what the fuck is going on. Your brand should not look different each time you drop. Let me say it another way, because some people be like, so it's supposed to be like the same thing. No. How your first drop, it was a flower, and the next drop, it's a skeleton. That does not make sense. That does not make sense. That does not make sense. Let me tell you something. You have to have key elements within your brand that you can see the flow. It should not be like fucking Tyler Creator flower album to Hailstar. Like, no, it should be smooth and a flow. But this also comes into key point where like your brand has to have its own literal flavor to it. That sounded corny, but that's the only thing that came to my head. Like your brand should have like its own thing. You need to understand what your brand is like. What is it good at? What does your brand do well, right? Hellstar is like graphics everywhere. Yours might be simple. It might be like fucking essentials. It might be Cole Buxton type shit. Like yours could be simple and that's fine. You just need to find something that works for your brand that you could flow into each drop. Because if you cannot do that, you're gonna fuck something up, and the longevity of your brand's gonna go away because it's not something that it doesn't fit. The only word I could say is you're not letting your brand go on a flow. I should be able to scroll on your Instagram and everything flows. If I see something that's like, what the fuck is this two feed lines right here? Like, what drop was this? And then I go up and it's another two drops and they're completely different. Those might have butter on it, like a stick of butter. That's weird. And it's not, it's going to make my head hurt, and it's going to make me not want your brand. And also basically every human being is like, human beings like routine. Humans survive, are literally human beings that have routines are always better, or if they see things connect like puzzle pieces, we need that. Humans need that. We need to see the pattern. If we don't see a pattern, it's gonna fuck us up. So we need a pattern. If your brand doesn't have a pattern for your audience, you're gonna fuck with them because they're gonna be confused. They're gonna be like, "What is this? Like, I think I like it, but I don't." Their first drop was cool. I thought all the drops are gonna be similar because if you want a brand that is gonna last and it's gonna stay, like I was talking about earlier, a lot of brands that I see on TikTok, a lot of brands that I may even talk to, you could tell they're not gonna survive as the years go by. When you own a brand, I don't believe that shit gets easier. I believe that selling it might get easier, but the creative process might get harder because you have weight on you now. When you have weight holding you down like this by people saying, "Oh, that drop is not cool," or "You that shit sucks," or "Oh, this brand is over," da da da. The weight grows, right? So if you have your branding just spot on and you understand what you're bringing to the table for your target audiences, you're fine. But if you don't have that and you just started or you've been in it for a while, what your brand is going to be. So you know your target audience, it should help you understand what your brand is going to be. If your target audience likes the beach and likes going to travel and stuff like that, what are going to be key things in your brand to really show that, right? So a consistent brand with consistent branding equals longevity. I want to see all of the people watching, brand owners, business owners. I want y'all shit to grow years and years to come, maybe even pass it on down to your kids. But you have to set the execution right within it. Meaning, you have to set your target audience up and you have to let this branding be on point or you're fucked. If you figure out how to have great branding and branding that's almost timeless, you're going to beat out all your competition, even if they get more sales, because down the line, their brand doesn't have any fucking base to it. But your brand does, and your customers notice that, which will bring so many more customers in the future. Content. I've said it here. Lifestyle content is the future, and you can't do anything about it. Brands, I've seen it already. They're gonna start posting like an actual Instagram account. Clothing brand people, owners, big brands, fashion houses. I already see it. They're gonna start posting on their Instagrams like they're an actual person. They're gonna stop doing that photo shoot shit like all the way so much. It's gonna be sometimes or maybe just on the website. But I see it happening. Balenciaga is a prime example. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but on TikTok, they have the slideshow thing and it's people posing in the mirror with different outfits. I truly believe that like content like this, like you're seeing on the left side of the screen or the right, I don't know, like this content is what's going to be on big ass brands Instagrams. Like they're not going to be like photo shoot, it's going to be lifestyle, and these are lifestyle photos out with friends, working on stuff, grocery, wine in a carpenter pants. That's a great ad. That would be a great photo if you had like carpenter pants you were doing. All these things are going to start coming into play more in the next couple of years with brands because people are tired of like basic marketing. Like people don't want like this like boring marketing. People are tired of that. They want like something cool, something they can relate to, something they could maybe screenshot, add as their wallpaper, something they could scroll through all day and really like it. Because again, most people they're on Pinterest looking up stuff that they like, and they see it, it looks like this. So what do you think brands are gonna do? Oh, so they're buying stuff looking at pictures like this. Oh, we have to start coming into play with lifestyle content more than anything. So if small brands like you guys or big, I don't know, again, I don't know your life. If you start posting lifestyle content before everybody else does it, you're on your shit. I don't think photo shoot style stuff is going to last for long. Um, that's just my prediction though. I might be wrong. I might be right. Zara is starting to do it. Maui is starting to do it. Those are just a couple places you could look up just to see what I'm talking about. Brandy Melville's been doing it. Like they don't really do photo shoots. It's more lifestyle. They've been doing that for a while, and it works. Girls buy Brandy Melville a lot. I was one of them when I was younger, right? One thing about lifestyle content that really gets people, and I think, and it gets me too. I personally, I would rather see if I had like if it was a shirt or something I like, I would rather see it on a person doing something than seeing on a person posing. The thing is, people like to see that because people love to see things that they do on a daily, or they're obsessed with right now, or things that they're going to do, or things they want to do. People love seeing that. People love to see the destination of where they're going, right? Or where they, or what they want, or where they're striving and working towards. That's how you get people in. That's how you get people to really rock with you and just be like, I love this brand. I hope I didn't talk a lot, guys. I'm sorry. But before you leave, guys, I want to show you guys this. I know a lot of people have subscribed to me on YouTube just from my videos popping up on the YouTube homepage, which is nuts. Thank you guys for all the followers, the subscribers. Yeah, I think this is where we're at right now, which is so cool. Also, you could go on my Dai Media Stan account below. You could get a personalized slideshow for me, like like an audit of your entire brand. You could get an audit of your socials. You could do a 101 with me. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what you're gonna do. I hope you guys like this video. Comment below if you got something out of this, and I'll see you guys next time.